I just always liked doing something. It wasn't a choice, you know. I always liked to make up songs or, write stories or make pictures. You know, it was just a drive. It wasn't like a choice. The idea of being a painter was a really foreign idea. That was something that people did in the 19th century in France, not in South Arkansas in the late 20th century. There's a real narrative component to my work that sometimes I've tried to suppress, actually, but I think that kind of comes from growing up where I grew up. People were big storytellers, and there was just this sort of impulse, I think, to have an implied narrative in my work. So it just suited me. People don't often realize that artists have to be very practical in a lot of ways. You know, we have our heads in the clouds, perhaps, but in order to survive, you have to really also be very, very aware of taking care of business. One of the attractions to using myself was that I could, in some ways, address the sort of failures and foibles of humans without making fun of somebody else. Or, it wasn't really, frankly, I'm not that worried about offending people. If I were going to, sort of depict the petty nature of humans, I like the idea of using myself to say, I'm talking about us. I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about you. I'm recognizing that anything that I think is sort of less than savory in humans is in me as well.